And here I am, once again. I'm trying something different. Okay. Lion starting. Continuing where I left off. I forgot, but I know I didn't go far enough. Right. So I'm continuing Harue's timeline. I need to save Yako somehow, and I need to unlock this. So I guess I don't have a choice but to start here. Right. So Richter's gonna help us. We're gonna be in the gardens. No, mansion. Okay. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened, but he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Um, newspaper. What's this? A newspaper? Oh shit. There you go. I only leave them in here for the guest. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over what one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Do I have to look through all of them? Looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. River was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it makes my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better ever since then. Although the air and the around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. Is that all? I know it's dangerous to go out, but I can't just sit here and let the opportunity pass me. I have to look for her, for Michio Shiraishi. But first, I need to find more soul dregs. Ah, so I'm leaving, hey? So, how do I leave? There's one thing about Honjo never once for its horrific crimes. I figured that was the case. Feels like people are dying left and right in this city. They found a police officer dead in local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Okay. I don't think I have to read that, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to go outside. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. I feel like it's gonna lead to the opposite result. My boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It'll only remind me of him. I tried to run from your side. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if the information in the world gets passed through that little black box, the TV. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Oh, I have to go through all of them. Now the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. I have to go all of through all of them. Excuse me. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades and shoot aliens. Now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movie based on the latest bestsellers. Back in the day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage, but now it's all about city pop and idols. Hey, nothing wrong about that. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds, mockingbirds. I think it's called. Ah, that's the stickers that we have to collect. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm too old to keep up anymore. It's young people who are leading the way with their modern worldviews. My generation will only fall further behind. I'm getting old. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporation. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar is down from its height, and people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Not done with the economy. Although, with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. Too real. The city center is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. What do I work? Like where do I work? What do I do for a living? Housewife, right? So I'm not even like what do I do? Stay at home. I feel like I'm Haraway is rich enough to have, maids, right? She's rich enough to have like a private investigator. So what does she do every day? She doesn't watch TV. She doesn't listen to the radio. Society articles. Suicide at local high school. Finally. Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think, or maybe it was something about exam pressure. The name. This can't be right. Her name, Michio Shiraishi from Komagata High School. It can't be. I must leave. Michio Shiraishi, the same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping, committed suicide last week. But that means Mr. Jonoichi was terrified of someone who already died. Right, but wasn't that before the death? Or was that after the death? Is that what he meant by a curse? I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it off the hook, have I? I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I made sure the receiver is on hook. It'll ring as soon as he calls. Ah, that must be him. Hello? Shigama residence? Uh, What? That was so suspenseful. Needlessly suspenseful. Um, this is not where Richter should be. Richter called me out to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Anyone watching us? We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on the side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. Okay, nothing else, nothing else. Make sure there are no jump scares. Ooh, Sumida River. The Sumida River. What water is filthy and horrid, but at night when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. This was where they found him after he went missing, all alone, floating in the horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been, how cold he must have been. Nah, he's dead, he's fine. Whatever. What did he ever do to deserve something this awful? So awful. I've come I've come here every day since then, and I prayed to the river to give him back, to give my son back, to give me back my son, day after day after day. You know, in the older times, people believed rivers marked where our world meet the next. Met the next. I'm already dyslexic. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. The same place would later become Honjo. All the fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. Then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meireki, and just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. Mhm. And as it turned from farland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore and stop it from leaking through to our side of the divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So, if I have this right, are you saying that Honju is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's what the rite of resurrection is here. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else, I'm sure of it. And probably that's why the seven mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're standing now, right over the water, the border between life and death. If there, if there ever was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Hmm. Well, it's a nice thought. Getting all the pages. Think. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. This is my only chance to bring back my son. I can't afford to fritter it away. Alright, let's talk, shall we? Go first. Please go ahead. I've been poking around places connected to the seven mysteries looking for curse bearers, and I think I've found a few candidates. First, a tall man I run into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. And it was out there for this there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. And there's a middle-aged man I saw on the south of Warigesui Street. There's no question about this one. He had he had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him, too. It was clear he was up to some shady business, gathering soul dregs. I bet he'd make a he'd make a good target. Next up is a pair, a young man and a woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. I'm looking for the girl. I didn't find the girl last time. This time the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea if we could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's going to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. The last two detectives I've seen sniffing around, the police are involved. Oh, not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the seven mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's got to be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. We found all of them in so little time. I really did hire the best. Damn, such flatterer. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai, P.I. No, wait, that means Richter Kai, investigator extraordinaire. An investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, the middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising, am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Okay. Plus, there are still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, they'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. Okay. I have to talk to him again? This charismatic man. There's something I need to tell you. Well, that girl, Michiyo Shiraishi, the one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping. That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week, that was her. Or something like that had happened. Never got the name though. Talk about bad luck. We finally get a lead and only to find out it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Jonoichi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seems like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I'd put money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also something tells me he knows more than your son about your son's kidnapping. The teacher? In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it hunch. Hunch. Well, more of a theory. A game theory. Care to take a guess? I want to see. Oops. What guess do I do? Can't say for certain, but I want to know what she's gonna say about Michiyo Shiraishi. Max silence Michiyo Shiraishi. Wait. Oh, shoot. What if Michiyo Shiraishi silenced Mr. Junochi with a curse? What do you think? You didn't mention he was scared of that, but it doesn't tell us anything new. What was that? Heard something. Might be a little bit far-fetched. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Well, no point dwelling on speculation. The truth will out in time. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Janochi. I'm scared. Someone's watching me. I can feel it. I can feel it. But where? Over there? Okay, no one. He's gazing down at the river. What does he see down there, I wonder? That's a water, isn't it? Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Sure. It must have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy in its tank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? It was almost a miracle when you stop to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that, although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have had. What are these sentences? That part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Nejima murders? So you have heard of it. I'm impressed. Okay, it's the same one that man, I can't remember the names. The detective Tutsumi was investigating 20 years ago. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Alright. Fumichika Nejima. Self-employed. Man who made headlines over 2 decades ago as the perpetrator of the brutal killings known as the Nejima murders. Tutsuji, pretty sure. Where's Tutsumi. He was investigating that as well, right? The Nejima murders 20 years ago. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sank to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted away and flowed out to sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved. Huh? Sentence structures, man, I can't read them. It's funny, everyone figures the river is filthy already, so no more pieces of garbage won't hurt. So one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last thing anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped the body up into tiny pieces and threw it in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? You want me to jump? They arrested him shortly after, Fumichika Nejima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of the murder in the end. The river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? The same thought spread through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? I can see why you don't have any good memories of it. With all the darkness lurking around the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about Nejima murders. Did I tell you? My classmate died. But how could I not? After all, I was one of them. Who found the hand? Nani? The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. God damn, girl, that's tough. I guess it wasn't just the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. All right, let's go. Is something wrong? No, really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Nejima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed on a parole after 20 years. Oh, huge. Only if they're found to show remorse and desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and they make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particular notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace. Your. The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumichika Nejima could be out on parole right now. Richter? Back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser. Richter? As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I mean, he kind of looked like him. No? Am I crazy? Or is Nejima? Surely. Look at him. I don't know if that was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. Who else looked like him? How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Nejima. Oh, shoot. Wait, was the janitor? No. Really? I mean, this is more likely. He looked a little different after 20 years, much thinner than I remembered too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps. Dude, is that. Oh no, is that why the girls died? Perhaps it was him after all. Oh, huge. So, what's next? The question is. A big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the seven mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. All right. Excuse me. No. Richter, we must go. We must leave. Is that woman's voice? Who could it be? Richter? Talk to me, Richter. I mean, Richter would recognize her. Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be a curse bearers? Oh, curse bearers. Curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection. I mean, the fact that we're asking what that is, you know. You have heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss? What's your name again? Oh, silly me, I'm Ayami Tono. University student. She certainly had no reservation telling us about the rite of resurrection. It'll be worth keeping an eye on her. She could be trouble. Which one do I still not have? This is Okie. Man, I can't remember the names. This is the high school girls. This is. We haven't seen this one yet. Clappers. Who has the clappers? Oh no, no, I have the clapper. This girl, Haruwe, has the clapper. Evergreen Beach. The detective has this. Taiko Tsuragi, we haven't seen that yet. Foot washing is the kid. One-sided read, we haven't seen yet. And this is the one from this is the guy who died somewhere in the city, in like the building. But this is also what the professor handed. I can't remember the names. What are you thinking, Victor? I should ask her what her deal is. There's more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. Why are you telling me this? And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. Oh no, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So, are you saying you're one of the curse bearers? No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro, is that your boyfriend? Oh, heavens no, just a friend. Oh, Yutaro. I feel you, bro. His full name is Yutaro Namigaki. We're, I suppose you could say, partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. What are you thinking? Okay. So, where's this Yutaro now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. He's more like a former curse bearer. A former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. The detective took it from him. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself. If you want something done right, think. Obviously, I'm not gonna say I am. It must be it. She must be half of the young couple Richter mentioned. But she isn't a curse bearer herself, and her friends lost his curse stone. Neither of them will be of use to me. Richter, what are you thinking? Okay. So anyway, mind telling why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw you two out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question. The answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd have given them to you just like that? Well, maybe not, but you know what they say, you never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Goodness, no, we're just friends. Oh, Yutaro. I feel you, bro. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know? What are you thinking, Victor? Okay. The rite of resurrection. So what are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. He's using him! Oh, Yutaro, I feel you, bro. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems, how do I put it, self-centered? I mean, if you got the chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? Like... So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, Yutaro, I feel you, bro. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'll be happy to hear it. Man, Yutaro, you deserve better, bro. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? What are you thinking, Victor? Okay. Uh, what do you want me to ask? Sounds like you really have your heart set on the right. What are you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Is it a pet? Again? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. No. She's going to resurrect like a historical figure. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everybody says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. Ukiyo-e. I wanna look this up. Ukiyo-e. Oh, the famous tsunami. I was thinking of that. Okay. You know, people often think of ukiyo as some inaccessible high-class art form, but it's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we all feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Huh, yeah, I guess. And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of Ukiyo-e is one and only Hokusai. She's going to resurrect him. Have you heard of him? I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic, they're the only works of his most people know. 36 views of Mount Fuji. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only a teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work. I've gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about it, anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? 30,000. That's pretty impressive. So he kept on drawing right up into his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Hmm? Hold on, are you saying? Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses. And but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? Move out of 100 houses? What? Oh no, no, no way this is going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. You've got to be kidding me. This girl is nuts. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the rite of resurrection to... That's right, I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. Pathetic. This woman is pathetic. That's what she'd use it on? What a waste. Okay. I get a file for this. What are you thinking on? Alright. Good idea. Are you sure Yutaro would laugh I'm sure Yutaro would laugh if he heard this, but I'm totally serious. I'm making Hokusai Revival Project happen soon. It'll be a national sensation. Girl, you crazy. Anyway, you aren't Curse Bearer, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. He lost it? How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you'd probe into that of all things. I'm just a curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping a secret. Oh gosh, is that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a cursed bear before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. She's crazy. May our paths never cross again. Tono. Well, there she goes. There goes trouble. If we're going after the cursed stones, we should keep an eye on her. Too, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. It's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head back on. You head back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. No, ma'am. I'm gonna die. You need to protect me. I wonder if I can. No, not yet. Okay. No more curses. Hado has received multiple reports about other suspected curse bearers. Although concerned about Ayame Tono, who is apparently also after the cursed stones, she entrusts Richter to continue his investigations. 3 a.m. Shouldn't I be in the gardens? Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers and came home alone. Hey, Mockingbird discovered. God, how many do I have left? 18? The Ostracizer. That's pretty cool. I don't trust my surroundings. I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. That's it. The old Shigema mansion, we rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years, even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Think. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. I must. Entrance. If I click enough times, do I just like head to the gardens? Ooh. Tactical save, tactical save. Well, what's the point of this? Will something appear? Will something change? I'm low-key scared. Nothing? Okay, fine. What was the point of that? Okay. I've got nothing. I don't have this. Resume. Um, was there a choice? I'll go from the far end, the last bit with the janitor. Okay, Jenny. He kind of does look like the guy. Okay, not acting out. What about you? Should you be smoking in school grounds? Well, it ain't lit, so it's all right. It's an accessory. Hey, don't go changing the subject. There's just no letting my guard down with you. So, why are you here so late? Well, the truth is, I forgot something in my classroom. Again, short piece of work. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh, what you do? What's that in your hand? Oh, I didn't have a choice. Girls these days might have weird taste. Well, okay, better head straight home if you're done. If you're done, I won't tell on you. No, wait, I can walk you home alone. I can't walk you home alone this late. All right, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. All right, Mr. Jonoichi. Well, Mr. Jonoichi was actually looking for you inside the main building. Oh, smart girl. What's that? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said. I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really. That's so? The snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Hmm. What is his role in this story? I'm a bit confused. Stay on the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire. Hmm. Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you'd know better than anyone. Yes, you're right. What a curious fellow. Okay, this is it. Here's when we. No, the guy's coming, right? He's late. I've been waiting here for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. There's someone coming down the road. Oh, what's he doing? No, a teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait, he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with the curses. I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? But it's way past 10 minutes, Mio said she'd be here by. I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. I left Mio. Sorry, girl. Oh no. Wait a minute. I don't think the walk has ever felt so long. Nobody will be able to use the curse once it's light outside. I need to go look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need to rest. That's it? Ooh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Can I continue? Oh, I can. I am not done quite yet. A threatening phone call. I'm not gonna read because it seems like it's spoilers. Hold on. Also, let me change something. changing earphones here. Well, one second. It's all tangled up. Okay. Which one is which? Right here. Well, with this, we'll have visited every place connected to the seven mysteries. This is the last spot, huh? We've got nothing to show for it. Even though the last location looked suspect from top to bottom. Maybe we came at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bears around. Ow. Sounds like we need to do another round before morning comes. Or maybe someone's been observing our movement. What? No way. It's just a thought. Either way, we should check out this last place. Let's hope we finally get a lead. I'm back here, where it all began. Ah, interesting. Oh no, this is near morning. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell is this? Is he dead? Damn it, we're too late. Was this a curse too? Hang on, I'm going to call this in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. Okay. There's only him. What is it? Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now. A medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it's been a while. It'll be a while before they arrive. So that's bad news. That's bad news. So they got someone else. You think it's a work of a cursed bear? With suspicions deaths popping up after another, we have to assume it is. Shit. Guess we'll be stuck around, waiting around for a while. Surely. Surely. Huh? Boss, that phone's ringing. Well, better go check it out. You're right, but be careful. It could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go on now. Damn it. Hello? Moshi. Hello? Kinshibori Park, phone booth. Evening, Detective Tutsumi. How are things looking out there? Who is this? Wah ha ha! I finally got him. The real deal. Detective Tetsuo Tutsumi himself. Oh wait, that's Chief Inspector Tutsumi now, isn't it? You've come a long way since we last met. I asked you to identify yourself. Man, how have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together 20 years ago? What a time that was. As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround. Wait, is this Nejima? Fumichika Nejima. What? Did you say Fumichika Nejima? Like the one from Nejima Murders? Ding ding ding, you got it. I had a feeling that the Chief Tutsumi would remember me. I spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. You should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. That it did. I've repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. What? If this is the real Fumichika Nejima, he must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. So is this payback? Damn it. What is your goal? Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. I even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. Well, that's very nice. Very nice. Keep it up. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never be able to. Wait. I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. Do you get what I'm saying? No thanks. I don't need anything. No need to do all that for me. Just try to live a quiet life. Oh, it's no hassle at all. It would be all too easy just to kill you, to tear you apart. But that would be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. That's a long time to nurture a grudge. You fucking bet it is. I'd let it gnaw at me, grow inside of me. I thought of nothing else. All that time I played model prisoner and endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. And I did it all for you, Tatsumi, so please, just accept my deepest and most sincere feelings. Sorry, bud, I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. Shut the fuck up, that attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. How do you know where I am? That's my favorite part. The sound of confusion in your voice, it's to die for. This is delicious. I can't get enough. I'm not telling you shit. Have fun racking your tiny little brain for it. I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, he's right behind me. I have the one-sided read. Interesting. I don't have that yet, right? No. Shoot. Files. I don't have that yet. Okay. So to me, you have the Evergreen Beach, no? Nejima! You a curse bearer? You're using the power of the curse. Indeed. And what a peculiar curse it is. That's where my hints end. God damn it. The curse echo couldn't have fallen into worse hands. What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. I see. You see, this time I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy. Oh no, I'm sorry, dear Nejiro. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. Shut the fuck up. This is exactly what I've hated you for so fucking much. It was worth the shot. Do you really think that would save me, asshole? You must be crazy. Well then, we're both crazy. We've got so much in common, we should be friends. Enjoy cracking your jokes while you still can. I'm going to kill everyone you care about, one by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. What about this guy behind you? Boss, what about me? Wait, are you just trying to protect me? He's a tsundere. There's not a single person you care about. I wonder what your sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that. Oh god, he knows. Don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you. Oh, very nice. This is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all. Such a good girl. Oh, what if it's Tono? It has to be Tono, right? University girl? Dude, they're all connected. This is a small world. Oh my, don't tell me she just happens to live in Honjo. What, she does? No, forget it. This isn't funny, asshole. I'm going to find you and make you pay. Ah, I love it. Keep going. I want to hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you! Oh, one more thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. I thought we would finally go to shut up. I'm sick of you already, so I'll pass. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you'd get bored. No, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. But this is a gift tailor made for you. I'm going to kill the people you swore to protect, every last person living here. You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. What does it do? What would it do? Okay. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it'll all be your fault. Oh, it must be hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic. It must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you could pull off a curse that strong. I want to know. I want to know how the curse works. Unfortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is particularly strong one, which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like a feast of shadows was cast just for me. Okay. You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? And how about I kill myself first and ruin your fun? What about that, asshole? Idiot. You think I'd call it off just because you were dead? There's no running away from you. I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Nejima. You've got 12 hours. 12 hours? Do you really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent in my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid! I could it really be Makoto Ashimiya? Could it really be him? I, none. Okay. I was still hoping. I was still hoping it's Richter somehow. Who's this old man? I mean, no. I think this is the daughter of Tsutsumi. Can't be him, I don't think. Man, Okuda has such like a city pop look. This guy's dead. Is it really interesting? Okay. Wait, Nejima, you're after the. Anyway, see you around. Bye bye now. Okay. Well, that was something. Boss, Harry, did you catch all that? Nejima, what is he planning? Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him to custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact that the seven mysteries are wrapped up in this is gonna make things tricky. I mean, with Nejima being a curse bearer, just our luck, really. It could have been. It could have been the worst guy. I mean, his plans. It couldn't. there couldn't be any worse than him. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our investigators caught in the crossfire. We'll use them to find where he is, but then we're going in alone. We should try to collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry. Aye, aye, boss. Later, it was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Nejima's threats, along with the curses, were kept secret from the general public. However, the Honjo serial killings still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tsutsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumichika Nejima's whereabouts. Tsutsumi and Eryo themselves spent the rest of the night looking for cursed bears in the area, but their search ended in vain. Dramatic music. And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night. 12 hours to sunset. Ooh, let's go. Wait, this is morning? Oh no. Uh, is she alive? Yako, 8 a.m. Yako's home. Oh, she's alive. Thank goodness, Mio. Dios mio. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Hmm. You're up. This morning, are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh. I'm Spectre of the Spirit Board. The Spectre of the Spirit Board. No, no, don't fall back asleep. You must still be dreaming. Wake up. Yes, I'm Yaku Sakazaki. Good. Oh, Mia, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, also felt bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. Oh, what do you mean? I was the one who got you wrapped up in all of it. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Tell me. Oh well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Ah, you mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Ah, that sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like an assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Araishi? No, what was Araishi researching? It's about how legends are created or something like that, right? Is that why he was waiting outside the school? School have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent I'm sent to school that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student. Wait. I can't remember. The detectives also used me, or like Mio was hired but not paid for something as well, right? For an investigation or something. The paranormal division. Damn, Mio. Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, they did say something like that. Well, we've got it rough then, but still, that's really amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve the paranormal issues at school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Do you have any curse stone? Do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime, its power is diminished. I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but Yako, is it really so wrong trying to bring Michio back? I mean, I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. Well, too late for that. That's why I believe what what I'll put before anything else. That's what I believe, okay? I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that it still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thanks, Mio. Okay then, let's go. Candy shop, Sonoya. For 3 generations. Known as Doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki. Interesting, interesting. 8 a.m. still. Oh no, something happened. Huh? I thought unusually. What? I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. What happened? Don't panic, okay? Okuda? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Janoichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for it today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. There's no way. What could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Janoichi's body was found in the middle of the grounds. But his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Ah. Okay. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curses. They're saying someone used their curse on him last night. Seems like it. Seems like it, doesn't it? So he does. Okay, that makes him very sus. No, not him. Makes him very sussy. But that's so scary. Sheesh. So the curse really do kill people, and someone used it. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another Curse Bear heard you? Sorry. Oh, he did. Okay. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right. That's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Janochi. Let's see what she has to say. Mio, oh no, Mio, please. Hello, Miss Okuda. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night. No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Ah, she owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Exorcism? Huh, so that's what it is. Okay, let's go. Did you hear about Mr. Janochi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. Excuse me? Pardon me? I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you, it was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Right, ran out onto the ground. The ground like something was chasing him. Then screamed, "Ah, somebody help me! Forgive me, Michio!" Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? You mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Interesting. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see, but from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Janochi and killed him. Where's Michio? What does she look like? Michio. Oh. I mean, it could be her ghost, I guess. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. He told me were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to me, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? The people also have their personality taken over when they're possessed, too. It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So this the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus. Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though they are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who are There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person, but even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. They should break down this sentence. This is too long. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed, though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, he told me. Whatever. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I'll pass. He told me, last night before you witnessed Mr. Janoichi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You're gonna tell the cops? Hell no. Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Janoichi, they'll suspect you if we told them that we saw you with him that night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. She has a soft spot for me. It's pretty cute. So last night, that piece of shit Janoichi called me over here, acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one acting like scum, if you ask me. Always acting like a scum. Is that so? Could you tell us in more details why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What did you mean by Mr. Janoichi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michi Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her, calling her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. Oof, creepy teacher. What? What do you mean when you what do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple of model students like you would ever get involved in. No way, that's how? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Oof, tough. Janoichi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. No, how terrible. He told me, "How do you know about this?" "I just happened to walk in on it." "Tell us about it." I know the spot I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him, asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I couldn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figures I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'd take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Of course, Janochi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. That's fucked up. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. He told me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you try saying it's my fault? Yeah, tell me. Tell that to my face. She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yaka, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michiyo, why? Why indeed? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. From the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person that meets the eye, you know? Must have been some reason. I don't know, got nothing to do with me. It's hard to explain where to start. What? Okay. That's why you do the job that you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Bruh. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they'd believe such an insane story anyway. Right, but there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. Oh, the dead guy. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirits that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. Oh, let's go. So last night, how did it start? Alright. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple of days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all, real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So it was the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age, and she was on my side. And this sad music. It must have been terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. This girl is just like seeing everyone die. Nothing suspicious about that. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever I was pissed off about. That day he called me over like usual, but something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something. Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. Talisman. Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured that's it. Then sure, I'll take it. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michiyo Shiraishi had that looked like this one. Huh, Michiyo, what does that have to do with with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had like a special talisman or something. But apparently Michiyo always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michiyo had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michiyo couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michiyo was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonoichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal or anything about Michiyo either. Michiyo, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michiyo, but her talisman too. After she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I look inside it when I looked inside it, there's just a weird kind of green scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. But from the way he was acting, it seems important to him somehow. To be honest, what he was asking is just a pain in the ass. I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that, yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Nakagoshi. Hmm. DG, hello. I'm trying to search for someone. Nope, not finding it. Okay, I don't know who this Nakagoshi is. I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt like something was gonna happen to him. Nakagoshi? Do you know him, Mio? No, I just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Well, I didn't really get too far into it. He told me, yeah? The talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? story, but I don't trust you all that much yet. Damn, it's important to me. Oh, okay. So last night you were looking for a talisman Michio had. Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he know anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like I can't talk about it right now. Come to the school tonight. Man, he's a piece of shit. He even gave me a code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for secret meetings before. Yuck! I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it's my fault and that if only I had been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Yikes. Man, this teacher. Neo, you shouldn't have stopped me killing that teacher. He's a creep. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away when Junoichi freaked out. Oh gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was just wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. And then I saw you and the old man Ashimiya talking. And then Mio showed up. Okay. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Junoichi come back outside and bite it. I see. So you're only here to look for Michio's talisman. Oh. I was dumb to fall for that creep Junoichi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Junoichi died, it sounded a lot like how Michio died. His talisman. Oh no. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state of Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? What is this music? I don't think so. It's like dissonant to what's going on in this story. I don't think so. The curses of the seven mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. What if they didn't die due to a curse? What if it's totally something else? What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Junoichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way. You mean that she really was? You mean that really was her ghost? Like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming free. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Oh, I wonder if that's what happened. Alright then, supposing that what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta go look for I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh, if you two find anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's my phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need if we need to talk with you. Oh, the phone number of the friend. I see, I see. What is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You're the one avoiding me. The, there's so many sundares in this game. Anyway, catch you later and don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. We won't die. It'll be alright. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Janoichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school, multiple, in fact. It's gotta be the janitor. Multiple, you think so? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Janoichi seem to be different. Hmm, interesting. So there's one more person there. The people in the school at the time, other than us, were Mr. Janoichi, Hitomi, and the old man Ashimiya, who you ran into. Okay, so definitely not. I don't think he's a curse bearer. She's not. He could be Nejima, and he could be a curse bearer. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person. He told me saw a girl in school uniform with braids who looked like Michio. From what Hinomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she was one. Mr. Janochi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. I mean, I don't think so. Right, that's why I said there are multiple. Oh right, the person who killed Mr. Janochi would have been one too, which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya. I think it's Ashimiya and whoever the girl is. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Janoichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but. Oh, I just remembered. I saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. Right, he was one too, right? You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I wanted to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but as for what to do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. That makes sense. In which case, ne- next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk to Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. If the school is closed, I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Police department. Ooh, I can go anywhere. So I thought high school. I mean, Where should I go? Hmm, the bridge? Nasuda Gardens? Let me save here. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. What if I go to the bridge? I thought the story would end at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. I didn't know there's a daytime story extension. And so, Mio Korosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Wait, what? Sorting things out. Tetsuo Tsutobi. Kinshibori Park. Oh, I should have went to the park. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather. Oh no, I couldn't go to the park, right? Gather some information. Took you long enough. Let's go to the bridge. Findings. Forensic has finished their investigation. The body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Is that all, though? I think. Well, we've got ourselves quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. For now, we'd better start following up on a few leads we've got. Guess I'd better see what Arios found out. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks. The floor is yours. Let's see. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area. Yep, it is. Should be fine. So let's start with that one, the young woman we found here. Wait, the young woman? The young man has been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in his lungs. In the lungs, he drowned. He drowned in the middle of a park? It's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss, isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries too? The Whispering Canal. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Smart thinking, Ario. You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well, yes, the entirety of her body was crushed by some sort of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her all in one fell swoop. Hang on, were you saying she was stepped on? Meaning, stepped on the foot washing mansion? Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered was also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. Then is this Namigaki's doing? Shit, I knew use it? I want to know. I want to know. I thought it was the fire. Oh, it is Kamizawa. What? Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to the paranormal affairs. Got it. And as for the third victim, yeah, okay. It was identified as Kohei Jiroichi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the schoolyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or a heavy blow. That impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he could have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. He was in the middle of the field. How is that possible? A teacher dying at school. That's not just any school. Kamagata houses one of the seven mysteries, which is a fool's procession, right? Right? I just want to be sure. Yeah, Kamagata High. Right, that's where the fool's procession is supposed to be. It's too big for of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all three victims can be tied to the seven mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But you've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. And Hajame's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the seven mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Okay. Would there be some like time travel thing going on? Could he have been hit by a different curse, one that didn't have anything to do with the seven mysteries? That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. No, really, I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. Is there anything you still want to talk about? Can we move? Boss, let's not go about this at random. We should think careful about where and when and what to investigate next. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. Oh, okay. Serious? So we have no idea where he lives. It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hang on, you're telling me a nobody caught that? Telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he'd lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, that's just sloppy. I've heard that they're giving parole to about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. The dude's probably overworked. So Nejima got to fuck about unsupervised. God damn it. That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him felt a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. How long has Ashimiya been there? 6 months ago. Okay, so it's longer than a month ago. I still can't help but think. I can't help but think he's hiding something important. That explained why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. It's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Speaking of Nejima, did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. It's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. I mean, Ario's just here being savage. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Dejma do it? Former, eh? That cuts deep. Yeah, sorry. I was just kind of slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo. Back on the topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. One-sided read. What was the story about? What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Okay. Ah, right. One of the more gruesome of the seven mysteries. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. Yoshimi. I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. Oh no, it's the dead guy, right? It seemed like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superior told him not to go stirring things up. Huh? What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of the building, a ways away from the road. Mhm. There was no evidence of vehicle. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, Michio, right. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it's ruled a suicide. But he thought there was more to it. Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicles traveling at high speed could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, something like a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. So there is a chance that it wasn't a suicide. But what a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it could have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite a grisly case. But the vehicle could have come out from a collision like that. Couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. So, how Michio died and how Jonouchi died are pretty much the same. They didn't fall, there's no truck, it just kind of happened. So, it must be someone they know or someone from school, right? It's got to be Ashimiya. That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough to kill reason to kill a cop. Mm. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Hopefully, they'll give us some more leads. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Remember the girl Yoshimi met on the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, okay. This detective. Okay. So, Tsutsumi should gang up with Yako and Mio. I feel like they'll make a good team because they're not necessarily trying to kill people. They're trying to like figure things out. The other ones, I mean, I can't trust Haruwe. I can't trust her. The other ones are just crazy. I can't trust her, but I think she's Tutsumi's daughter. I have a hunch. Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. What? Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can we have a community safety tracker down for us? We can, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed for today because of the teacher that died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we might have to forget about it. Let's move on then. Dude, how many of this do I have to click? I've got some information about Yoshimi's fiancée from committee safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, at 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty, but oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community safety hadn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died, not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response, dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? I want to see this. Ooh. Police officer with the Sunita Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts remain unknown. Okay. I see. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps. Hmm? It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or spouse. But Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. You never know, things could be different behind closed doors. I guess so, speaking from experience. But we'll have to consider the opposite scenarios too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. At the moment, we only know the identity of four Chris Bears you included. Yutaro Namigaki had the foot washing mansion. Did I get it? I got it, right? The detective got it. And Araishi's one as well. Hideki Raishi had the ever-burning lantern. We've got both of their curse stones, and then there's Nejima who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that's about sums it up. Ooh, hey, let's go. Right, yeah. Whispering Canal is okay, yeah, right? Beckoning Light, the guy that died. Taika of Tsugaru, we still haven't met them yet. Better figure out who the remaining 5 are, quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way should be our top priority. We could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Oh, shoot. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night, but we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Yikes, I hadn't thought of that. But there's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems like the curses can't be activated while the sun is out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime. I wouldn't be so sure. Exactly. It's also likely why Nejima gave us till dusk. He must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye, boss, let's do this. That's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? We could go to Komagata High to look into Hitomi Okuda, or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her. Very nice. I think I'll wait. I think I'll save here though. Yeah, I'll save here. Oh, let's go. A lot just unlocked. I will save here. I'll continue. Should I save this? No, I'll save in a different one. I'll continue likely tomorrow. It's getting spicy. It's daytime already. Okay, because I've got one issue. Oh, actually, I should raid someone because I'm headed to their channel anyway. Let's see. Let's see this. Let's see this. All right. I'm rating someone that I'll be watching for the rest of the night, and then I'll continue tomorrow. Peace, yo.